Oh man, oh man, oh man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You tuned in to the Scoring Black Man podcast. I'm your host, Hilltop. Zadok Israel up in the house. I got my co-host, Brother Don Yehuda, aka Fire Talk Radio Podcast. Y'all go to hit the subscribe button over there. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button right here at the Scoring Black Man podcast. Hey, episode 52. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Episode 52. The state of black men. Now we did a state of black men before. It was more like a mental health and how we doing as just black American men. But this right here need to be addressed. Episode 52, the state of black men in America and their zesty ways. Let me repeat that again. Episode 52, the state of black men in America and their zesty ass nasty ways. How you doing, Brother Don Yehuda?
Hey, take that. I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good.
Oh man. We got a pretty good show for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? We got a pretty good show for y'all today. Before we dive into it, man, let me read that title again. Let me read the description of the show. Episode 52, the state of black men in America and their zesty ways. And the description go like this. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Brother Love, Will Smith, Dwight Howard, and Duane Martin, just to name a few, are spreading their booty cheeks and taking jizz on the face. Yeah, you heard it. They're spreading booty cheeks and taking jizz on the face. Woo! What's going on with black men in the United States of America? Let's talk about it. Oh man.
You're a fool for that description, man.
I don't know where the damn start. Tell you the truth. Let me start like this right here. We have a deep problem. We got a problem going on. And we know what the root is of it. You know what I'm saying? We've been indoctrinated. We've been assassinated. We've been raped, murdered, and robbed, buck breaking, and everything. Now, what's going on right now? This social media, man. And I could vouch for this. This thing has destroyed our people and destroying people just nationwide, man. You can see it everywhere. This LGBTQ is at an all-time high. Anywhere where the Western white world has their hands on anything, you're gonna get that LGBT shit, man. And it's a shame that Negroes, in America and UK, Australia, and where are we scattered at, would do anything for $1. Once you get to these high power positions, they're gonna try you with some kind of gay shit. I remember one of the A&Rs from No Limit or somebody, I can't remember the exact name, but he said, that these people will offer you a contract, if you don't want to take it, like they invite you to these parties, drug you, then you wake up, you got semen in your ass, semen on your face. You know what I'm saying? Now that's when they drugging you, and then they don't record it. Then they come, hey man, you better sign this contract, or we're gonna put this out to the world. You know what I'm saying? You've been violated and everything. But the nerve of these devils, right? But now you got men that just are willing to do it. We've been hearing stories about Puffy and Will Smith, and we've been knowing about Dwight Howard amongst others. It's way more than them amongst others that these guys are willing to. They forcing themselves on men. It's one thing if you want to be zesty, you want to be right, that's you, okay? But when you start to force yourself on other men and you trying to blackmail them into doing all kind of things, man, like this shit is seeping down. Like we brought it up, I think it was the last episode about how the boys in Chicago now they're not running down on the ops spraying them no more. They're running down on the ops, kidnapping them, bringing them to a location, having them to eat some gangster girl on a period, beating them up a little bit, but the finale, Don Yehuda, is to rape the boy now. Now they just raping the ops. You know what I'm saying? They going in the ops booty hole. They you know what I'm saying? They ain't shooting pumps. They ain't pumping, you know what I'm saying? They ain't grabbing a pump and blowing away. They pumping. You know what I'm saying? They pumping now, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up, man. And this zesty behavior has seeped down to our kids, but the young men is what I'm really worried about, because we see that if the older men are doing anything for money and clout and attention, and we know the younger men are, because that's all they know from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Is how to clout chase. And, you know, these people are all kind of drugs, man. They taking all kind of pills, man. The fools, like we talked about before, the fools got the estrogen in them, and it's making them very, very, very zesty. Very, very, very zesty. But before we get into this, Duane, man, tell me what you think about this, man, before we start to hit these videos and start to really break this shit down.
Man, we got to be at the end of the motherfucking time with all this going on. Like you said, the rappers over, or should I say, just niggas in general over there, you were saying it's Iraq, kidnap you and sodomize you. You know, the first time I heard something similar to this on Rico Reckless a couple years ago, he's a Chi-Town rapper, and he was talking about, like, when they was locked up, what they would do is, if you've gotten a fight with an op, you knock his ass out, you spread his booty cheeks, and you spit in his ass, because it'll automatically be deemed as a rape in the jail. So when they called your family, even though you didn't get raped, it was like total humiliation, because that's how it came across when they contacted your family. So I see they done took it up a step or two further than doing some nut ass shit like that. So I mean, to be honest, man, there's a lot of people that's out here living the LGBT lifestyle. There's a lot of people that's in the closet, and a lot of people that's you know, participate in these lifestyles, and they're not letting anybody know. It's just like a circle of people that may know, but they're living a double life. And this is what we're seeing with these rappers, man. That's why these terms like zesty, you know what I'm saying, flames and flamboyant, even the term that was popular back in the day, swag got its original connotations in being, you know, zesty back in earlier times. So we just seeing it happening at a all-time rate now, you know, with being accepted from young and old and everything in between. So, hey, bro, we're in the Twilight Zone. That's all I can say. We're in the Twilight Zone.
Man, you can't make this shit up now, man. I mean, like, it's like everybody's a fruitcake. Like, you don't know who to hang around, man, because these niggas is zesty, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember a couple years back, you know what I'm saying, like one of the homies, man, he from Atlanta. Big old nigga like goddamn Dwight Howard. Yeah, man. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you know, I'm gonna call these girls over, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, man, I want to run a train on. I say, hey, listen, bro, I don't run no trains, man. I tell you, I ain't no teenager, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no man looking at my dick and my balls and my butthole and all this right here. You know what I'm saying? I like to tell, like, hey, no, guy, no.
Hey, did you see that interview when Aaron Hall was talking about they was asking him a question. He was on somebody's podcast, but it was asking him a question, and it was pertaining to Glory for Les. But he was talking about, yo, if you can ask Joe to see, you can ask somebody else, they tell you how big my member is. And it's like, yo, what is you talking about, dude? What is you gonna tell the audience to go ask a whole nother man about the size of your gat? You know what I'm saying? You say go ask the chick, or go ask the one y'all running the train on allegedly. You're gonna say, yo, go ask this dude, go ask that dude. They'll tell you how big I am. Kind of madness.
Man, listen, man. And you talking about Aaron Hall, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's all kind of stories. If y'all go back and watch Aaron Hall interviews on Vlad TV and before then, man, everybody in the industry know Aaron Hall. Everybody in that entertainment industry, rap, R&B, and all that right there, they say it was nothing for him to be in a place with a bunch of men and a bunch of women at, and he'll just go and start eating a woman pussy, her booty hole, start fucking her in front of everybody. I mean, they got stories about Aaron Hall. I've been hearing stories about him for like 20 years, man.
Yo, Aaron Hall, wild boy. He's totally different than
the wild boy
image.
He was a wild boy. They say it was nothing, man. Like, just imagine, Duane Hooter, me and you and You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Daryl Cosman, though. He just joined the panel. But all three of us just chilling.
Yo, was
A
good.
bunch of us just chilling. There's a bunch of women in there, and he just started. Somebody just started eating booty hole and pussy and trying to fuck in front of you. Like, come on, man. What the? You know what I'm saying? So then why he talking about ask so and so about how, you know what I'm saying, the size of my rod. You know what I'm saying? Because you hear a lot of men say, yeah, man, Aaron Hall, man, he just start fucking somebody right in front of you. Man, I can't be around that type of shit, man. Yeah, what's going on, Queen? I don't know. It's the devil out here, man. Like, what? I mean, like, grown. Man, look, I don't need nobody to be looking at me doing my thing, man. Not another man. Damn sure not another man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I might have to get turned on another woman looking at me. But not another man, man. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little bit too zesty, man. So see if, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Please hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. But Daryl Copper, man, but before we get into these videos, man, what you got to think about this you know, this whole state of black men in America and the zestiness that's going on. We're seeing a whole bunch of zestiness. It's like first we kind of seen it with the women, but now it's like, I don't know, like the men acting like they can't get any cooter cat, and now they just got to, like, I mean, what, they just gave up and then said, hell
no, man. I mean, it's like to people like that, it almost seems like there ain't enough sex in the world. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, honestly, you know, what people do sexually is their own business. But if you want to ask my objective observation on the gaiety that these brothers are, the gaiety behavior that these brothers are into, is that it's a behavior that's counterproductive. It's counterproductive because you're not gonna coalesce with another man and form another life. You're not going to coalesce with a woman and be able to form another life. So really, what's going on is that it's a hypersexual lifestyle. And I read a lot of literature on where the influences come from. And one of the books I've read was a book by Bobby Wright called The Psychopathic Racial Personality, and it talks about how the psychosexual behavior has been impressed and imposed onto the black man, and now it's something that's used to weaponize the black community. That's one of the many things that's used right now to weaponize the black community.
Exactly, and you said it right on the point. It's used to weaponize against our people because we can't procreate. You can't procreate.
No, you can't.
What can you make? A damn doodoo baby? What can you make, a doodoo baby?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Two men can make a doodoo baby. I mean, like, what the hell can two women do? They can't do them as scissor cut each other. I mean, ain't even a doodoo baby coming out of there. I don't know what kind of baby.
Yeah, first of all, my apologies, man. I didn't mean to be rude. Love and light to you, Hilltop. Thanks for inviting me on tonight. Much love to you, brother Don Yehuda, man. Good to see you, brother. Y'all looking healthy and well.
Good to see you too,
I'm happy
bro.
for you. Much love to you.
Man.
There is something heavy I do. You said y'all was about to get into some videos because there is something I do want to pick y'all brothers' brains about. I put this together on the fly real quick. I don't know if you want me to do this now. Like I want to share a doc real quick. Because I was just researching some information just to talk about tonight. Now, because what I found interesting is that beyond the homosexual behavior. Oh, I'm not getting into that tonight. Natalia, I love you, sis. I'm not getting into that tonight. No one wants me tonight. Here's what I wanted to ask. Let's see. All right. So they saying that this weaponization of homosexuality in the black community is something called emasculation. That's actually a new term that I picked up while researching this. And so here's the interesting thing. Okay, I'm gonna read what emasculation is. I don't know if you want me to share my screen or I can just read from my doc real quick. It says that emasculation. Actually, I want to share. Let me share.
Go ahead, share.
Let me see. Let me shut a window. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and throw that up real quick. Okay, so they say that's called emasculation. Let me Do a full screen. Right. And then emasculation, I got this definition from Webster, from the Webster 1828, because they had the context was more thorough. So it's a definition number one means to castrate, to deprive a male of certain parts which characterize the sex, to Gale. But if you look at the last part of this sentence right here, it says to deprive of virility. And what virility is down here. I have the definition of virility. It says manhood. That's the one I got in bold right here. So pretty much this is saying to emasculate somebody, it means to deprive them of their manhood. All right. Now definition number two says to deprive of masculine strength or vigor, to weaken, to render effeminate. That means to be feminine, right? Or to vitiate by unmanly softness. See there? That's emasculation for anyone that hadn't known what emasculation was beforehand. Now, here's the interesting thing that I want to ask you, brothers. I want to pick y'all brain about. Now, I'm not okaying this because I really ain't got a harsh opinion on it. But I got right here, how does a wearing a skirt or a dress make a black man less of a man if we got black historical figures that wore dresses too, such as kings and pharaohs and prophets and other theological figures, right? So when we look at Egyptian theology and look at Egyptian pharaohs, they wore skirts. They wore skirts. Even the gods, when they depicted the gods, these gods, they wore skirts, right? Now, like I say, I'm not saying that this is right for black men in America to be doing so, but I'm just looking at the history of it. Okay. This is just some more pictures of gods wearing skirts and dresses. Now, when you look at Shaka Zulu, he's depicted in the skirt. He's a masculine man. He's a man, right? He's a warrior, but he's wearing a skirt. Okay. And then you got African tribes too. Like, look, like you got Yeshua. I mean, you might call it a gown or a robe, but it looks like a skirt or a dress when you look at it objectively. Even Moses, right? Not saying that they was effeminate, not saying that they was homosexual. I'm just pointing it out. Now, when you look at African culture, even today, wearing a skirt or a dress is part of who they are. It's part of who they are. See there? Look at that. But see, now the shit look funny when you look at American modern men. You know, that's when it starts to look funny. You know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, if we're people that push getting back in touch with African roots and a black man put on a skirt, how is that taboo? When you look at it theologically and historically. It's just a question. That's all, just to pick your brain. I'm not saying I agree. I'm just saying it's just a question to pick your brain.
Well, I'll say the reason why it's looked down and frowned upon like that, you have to look at the societal norms and the culture of a certain location, right? So here in Westernized society, particularly in America, it's not common for men to wear dresses, kilts, thobs or caftans or tunics or things of that nature. So when you look at like the pictures you showed, like from African cultures, you look at imagery from antiquity, this was something that was common within the culture of these civilizations. So men, especially back in antiquity, and you see it in certain cultures now, they wore long garments. And a lot of times a long garment was used, to keep body temperatures balanced. It was a comfortability thing. It probably was an easy, accessible garment to put on. So back then, if you grow up in a society where all the men are wearing things like that, you're not going to look at it in any negative light. But here in America, where, we've been grown to wear pants, shorts during summertime, when we see men in these garments, and also we know that a lot of the fashion industry is controlled or navigated by the LGBT community at this point in time also. So we know that there's some underlying
Some underlying layers to it.
behind that why they got our men doing that now. So I would say between the societal norms and, you know, the puppet masters behind fashion, this is why it's not an accepted thing here in Western civilization.
Okay, good answer. That's a good response. Yeah, it's a good response.
Go ahead,
Hilltop.
Say something similar to that. I mean, you know, when I look at those pictures, you know, from the Egyptians to the different type of Africans, I basically see like those kilts or quilts, or whatever you would call them things, and like warrior type, you know what I'm saying, warrior type gear. You know how you got the Hebrew Israelites, like the camps and stuff, they wear like the, you know, the concubine, I mean the concubine, what the hell it's called, and then they got the, you know, basically the same damn thing. I don't consider those dresses or nothing like that. I consider those way different. And a lot of men went to war in those. You know what I'm saying? You see the difference when you see those, and then you see.
Yeah, but okay, so what about it? Do you when you see that though in that, like what Don you would say, you see it in antiquity, what is it about it that makes it masculine then as opposed to now? And I know you were saying, Don, that there are some, you know, some underlying layers like with the LGBTQ community being behind the agenda to push men to wear this fashion. You see what I'm talking about?
Right.
But what makes it so? What makes it more masculine than before, than in antiquity?
Because I don't think that their viewpoint or how they looked at it or their conception of clothing, they didn't look at it or have the thought process like we do. You understand what I'm saying? Because once again, it goes back to, if you're talking about generation upon generation kind of dressing similarly, because you have some cultures that's butt naked and they don't see nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They run around butt naked, chopping down trees, setting fires, hunting and everything. You know what I'm saying? The women right there, butt naked, the men, everybody's naked. So, you know, that's something that we normally wouldn't do in this society, because we know over here we got a bunch of crazy mugs that are, you know, you can get sexually assaulted, or even if that doesn't happen, you still gonna look that crazy like, yo, what the hell is they doing? Like, even if a woman was to pull out her breast just to feed her child in public, like at a park, at a public setting, that's even kind of frowned down upon, and we know that's a natural thing to breastfeed.
Yeah, that's something like that shouldn't even be though. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yep. Okay. So would you think
it's just really the context of the culture?
Okay, yeah, I was just about to say the context, because my next question was going to be, what do you think, like, if a man really wanted to get back in touch with his African roots, right? He's studying African culture, then he see what I see, where men wearing skirts, right? What do you think it would take for something like that to be accepted? Say, let's just say, for example, theoretically, men wanted to, you know, get back into the roots and wear them warrior like skirts and things like that. Do you think something like that would be accepted in our community?
Not immediately, no. Not at those that study, research, and gravitate towards that, they would be more accepting of it quickly, but the masses wouldn't. And we also got to take into consideration too, when you had outfits or garments like that, when you research it, it'll tell you even like men and women would wear similar outfits, but there would be a difference in like embroidery, design, or something that would you know, differentiate between a male and a female garment at those times. But I'm saying, like, right now, I don't think that would be something that most men would want to do, is put on a kilt or dress or anything like that, especially with, like, you got the Russell Westbrooks, you had Kanye do it before. You can name quite a few notable celebrities that put on these dresses. It didn't have a positive response amongst the masses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't think it is. I mean, I don't think we need to be putting on no kind of dresses right now.
No.
You know,
no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
It's just more easy. It's just more easy access to the booty hole. I don't know.
Well, I mean, brothers already doing that with sagging pants.
Yeah.
You know? And then that guy, and that literally has a historical meaning behind it. You know, that has a meaning behind it. So it ain't nothing good behind the history on that.
Facts. But we're gonna go ahead and get into these videos, and while I do that, man, y'all get some shameless plugs. Cosmic Cal, man, you want to come on, man? The link is in the chat.
Go ahead. You want to plug your channel or anything, bro? Cosman? Well, hey, y'all can go over to Fire Talk Radio Podcast. Definitely tune in. I got some things cooking in the kitchen, and I'll be posting something very soon. Sorry for the delay. And also go check our brother Daryl Cosman out. He's with the Faithless Group, the Waspy Gang, Creator Gang. So go check them out also.
All right, much love, man. Yeah, much love. What you about to pull up, Hilltop? Oh, yeah. That's the Will Smith movie, ain't it?
Doing the puzzle.
Yeah. About to just show some
and
of
it was
these
only 7
alleged.
and Paul had to meet his father, and I didn't want him to be late. Paul? Paul, you okay? Paul?
What the fuck is going on here? Where the fuck are you?
He's up. What is it?
Oh, God, there's someone in the house.
Someone's in there.
Dude, shut up, please.
Frank, I need help up here right away.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine, go.
Oh, nice stuff. How you doing? Fancy.
Oh, Louisa. Oh,
I can explain.
You went out after we were asleep and picked up this thing?
brought this thing into our house. Thing, get out of my house.
Stop it! He might have a gun!
A gun.
Yeah, I might have a gun. I might have a knife.
No, Louisa.
No! Please, God! Oh, God, he has a knife!
Get out. Get out. Take your clothes and go back to sleep in the dark.
Take it easy with my pants. Fuck you!
Oh, my God. Oh, my.
Please don't tell my father. I haven't told him. I got so lonely and so afraid. My dad was coming.
$50.
I spent it. You had so much. I couldn't be alone.
Get out. Get out.
Everything all right?
Yes, of course, everything's all right. Just make sure they leave by the back door.
I'm so sorry.
They're happily doing the puzzle. I looked at the time.
Hey. Hey. Yo, I got a question to ask the panel right now before we get to the next video, right? After seeing Will Smith getting caught in the deserted turtle position with dude, could they pay y'all any amount of money to film a scene like that?
Man, I had never seen that.
He total missionary style in a stranded turtle position. Is there any amount of money that any logical, upstanding, upright man would do? Could y'all get paid to do that?
Man, I had never seen this movie. What was the name of that movie?
I heard of that, but I ain't never seen it myself. I heard
6
it. I heard
degrees
that he
of
played a
separation.
role like that. Yep.
Yeah, it's called 6 Degrees of Separation. Peace to y'all, brothers, man.
Much love and light to you, brother.
Peace,
Cosmo Child.
Cow. Red Page, what's up?
Red Page, you deleted. Red Page, hit the mute button. Unmute it. Hold on. I got you.
I got it.
There you go. What's going on, brother?
How y'all doing, fellas? I never
Much love,
seen that
brother.
movie. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
me neither.
I'm glad
Yeah,
I
that
missed
came
that
out.
one.
That came out in the late '80s. That came out in the late '80s. It's called 6 Degrees of Separation. And to answer
You
your
said
question, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my bad, bro.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say that the answer, the brother question. Hell no, it ain't enough money. No, it ain't enough money, bro. That ain't even got enough paper, man.
I think that was.
No, go ahead, Red
Yeah.
Page.
I think that was his. It was the entry for him to make the amount of money he did make later, because you got to do some type of sacrifice or gay thing in that industry to get. They got him out the way first, early.
Facts.
You know what's so crazy about that? When I was looking at some of these video clips earlier, The biggest thing I could find, because at first I could not find a clip of this scene. Now, you know, YouTube been cleaning up a lot of videos, taking a lot of these videos down that's been incriminating or informative against the system or incriminating these celebrities or other people with their actions and deeds, right? So the biggest thing they were saying wasn't that scene right there. The biggest thing was a scene where in that movie, they faked a kiss between him and some other dude. And they were saying that he might have possibly regretted not actually kissing him. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, hold up, what in the fuck is they talking about when this dude was just in the bed, getting straddled like a chick, you know, with another dude on him, whether it's fake or not. And y'all talking about the worst thing that could be regretful is a kiss? Not that scene, but a kiss. Man, you can't make this up, man.
I mean, one thing is for sure, they was naked for real in that scene too.
I think
it wasn't like they, you know, it wasn't like they, you know, how they sometimes will fake something, but then the camera would just be like torso up. You know what I'm talking about? Just to indicate something going on. Funny angle. They were actually.
I think that he probably just said he didn't want to do the kiss so he could make it seem like he didn't want to do it just for, you know, because if you're gonna do all that, like you said, what is a kiss?
Right, exactly.
It was just so he can keep his image like in some type of way, like he ain't with it, you know.
Right.
We're gonna get into this other videos real quick. I'm gonna put y'all on mute, so I won't have no feedback real quick. I got y'all real quick. Let me get back to it.
คุณเคยสงสัยไหมคะว่าหมอนโคซี่ชวากับหมอนทั่วไปต่างกันยังไงหมอนทั่วไป
You see the hundreds of celebrities that I've done business with, you know, done things with. During the latter years of our relationship, Will was not my friend. I was his friend. I was around before they had Trey. Jada was the woman that everybody wanted. And Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars. You can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
And who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Oh, I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Somebody told me I made my pictures in the book. You know, your pictures in the book and your name is in the book. So you like you doing some real elegant pimp. I'm blowing you up. I love that. I'm blowing you up.
This is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new. They probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I've saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Duane Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Duane down too. So I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of fucked down. Like I'm trying to find this. Like this is unlike him, right? So all right, I open the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing him, murder. There was murder in there.
Okay. What did you do?
Even when I was with the deer and headlights and I finally said, oh shit, you looked at my Instagram.
Shit and blood. Shit and blood. Wow. Blood and shit. Shit and blood. Blood and shit. He said he was murdering. He said Dwayne Wade. I mean, not Dwayne Wade, but Duane Martin was behind Will Smith murdering him. Murdering. Pause. Pause. Pause.
Oh man, man.
That's right. Fair use. Fair use. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use.
Dang.
Man. Cosmic Cow, man, I gotta hear you first on this one, man. Go ahead, man. What you think? What you think about that, Cosmic?
I think I threw up in my mouth a little bit. That was terrible. You dig what I'm talking about? And the crazy part is, dude, you just showed the other video before it. Like, you know what I mean? I know where there's smoke, there's fire. My thing is this, man. Why the front? Why don't you just come on all the way out the closet, be who you is? You dig what I'm talking about?
Right.
Why put on the front? Who you playing charades for?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You didn't did everything. You didn't did everything that any self-respecting man would never do. You didn't wear the dress. Hold on, he didn't wear the dress too. He wore the dress. Yeah. You done got hit in the movie. You done got now, and then this ain't the first time this whole Duane Martin thing been brought up. You dig what I'm talking about? This ain't even the first time. So my thing is yuck. That's it. In a word, yuck. You know what I mean? This is terrible. I don't want to see no more. I'm good.
Oh man. Danya Huda, man. What's that? Man, Tasha K, she be so animated with that shit. It be funny as hell, man. What you thought about when you first heard that shit?
Hey, she said, let me process this.
Hey, you know that's a lot for when Tasha K says something like that. She put her head in her hands and everything.
Man. Listen. And the crazy part is Will was my dude back in the day, bro. You know, I was, my first tape, my first one that I ever bought. The first tape that I ever paid money for was He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper by Jazzy Jeff Fresh Prince, man.
Right. Man, Will Smith was the man back then, you know what I'm saying? Summertime.
My first tape was the one with Nightmare on Elm Street. My mom bought me the tape and the boombox for Christmas, yo. And I'm DJ Rampage. That's my first tape.
First
crazy.
tape.
That's crazy. I got a record player that year too. I got a record player for Christmas that year too.
And you know, summertime is that's still the summertime anthem. You know
yeah, he got that. But like you said, he said Will Smith was getting killed, right? Or bodied or something. What'd he say?
Getting murdered, getting killed.
But this is a good question somebody got.
Niggas die every day, B.
Hey, check this out. Check this out, though. It's a good question right here in the chat. It's a good question right here. It said, how do you stand there long enough to know Will Smith is getting murdered? Wouldn't it be enough to just see him get bent over?
Come on, man. He's a straight fruitcake. Look at him. He's with it. He just telling, bro. The only people that can tell about it is the people that be about it. Like, I can't tell you what two men doing. If I seen two men doing something, I don't even know if I would even tell. Like, why am I even in the house with two? Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, look at his face right now on the screen. Look at his face while Will Smith got his arm around him. Look at his face.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. If you was to walk in on the scene like that, any respectful man gonna instantly get mad as soon as he's seen that because you've been subjected to something that you don't agree with.
Facts.
You ain't gonna be there long enough. You're gonna turn from 0 to 100 immediately.
And then you
ain't
gonna
be there looking.
and depending on how they're your friends or not, you gonna be like, so this man been hitting on me all these years? Like,
you gonna be mad, bro. First of all, first thing you gonna do, as soon as you open the door and you see, you gonna say, oh, you know what I mean? Yep. And you gone after that.
Right.
You gonna feel whatever the way you feel outside. You dig what I'm talking about? You ain't gonna be feeling that way in the room with them.
Right.
You can
Unless now, the thing that he not telling is, after Will was done, he bent over and got murdered too.
He probably got behind Martin. They made it a jump.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
right.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna say some show no Paul shit. He up in Will. I mean, Duane Martin up in Will, and he get behind Duane Martin. They got some kind of centipede shit going on. There's a centipede going on. Pause.
But what's her name? Mahalia Jackson.
You guys are putting these images in our head, bro.
Yeah, man. This is crazy, man.
Hey, we have to say this though for the record. We have to say this is all alleged. It's all alleged.
Yeah,
but
all alleged.
By it being alleged, from that movie clip to hearing that, it's very believable. Like Cosmo said, where there's smoke, it's got to be some type of fire somewhere.
And the dude said, he said he brought up how Jada said that Will Smith got a small, you know what I'm saying, wee, and that, you know, that may contribute to why, you know, he went gay or something. But see, I've been hearing about them throwing gay parties and Quincy Jones, you know, running up in him, or he running up in Quincy, or vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, all that shit. Remember, Quincy Jones tried to put out Richard Pryor and Marlon Brando. Remember the Godfather, Marlon Brando, you know, with the big old jaws and shit. Richard Pryor, him was fucking. Richard Pryor was fucking. Richard Pryor come out and tell you he fucking transsexuals, everybody. You know what I mean? You know, them niggas on all kind of drugs.
Hey, I didn't even know that about Richard Pryor.
And Barbara Walters just said she fucked Richard Pryor like a couple of weeks ago.
Man, Richard was getting fucked and fucking. Yeah, I don't know about Barbara Walters, but I know.
You know, I told you I'll be on it.
I know that about Richard Pryor. Damn, that's new information to me. And I just recently learned about Quincy Jones.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, everybody know about.
Hey, do y'all remember? Now the crazy part is this hard to find now, but do y'all remember that, like, this was some years ago now, but do y'all remember when it was a report where it wasn't a report, it was Tupac speaking himself on video, and he said that Quincy Jones hit on him and tried to have him
to marry his daughter.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah,
something like that. Maybe about 93, 94, 95, somewhere in there.
You see what he did to Tevin Campbell?
Right. You see, LL ain't grew a mustache back yet. I don't trust niggas that ain't got no mustache. Hey, Don Yehuda, you ain't got no mustache. I can't trust you, bro.
I don't trust nobody without any facial hair.
Yeah, man, it's so. Yeah, you got the booty butt, boy. I ain't.
Are you a P?
Rock with you, man. That's crazy. Hey, look, but dog. Hey, look, y'all on point, cause look at dog face, man.
Yeah.
Look at dog face.
Come on, man. Little pudgy, he ain't getting no girls, you know that. I mean, you got to keep it 100, yo. Like,
let me tell you a little funny story, right? So I usually cut my hair, and this was years ago. I ended up shaving, ended up messing up my mustache, and cut all my mustache and my beard. I used to have a chin strap at that time. I cut it all off, and I came to my then girlfriend, who's my wife now, came to their house. Man, they clowned me all day. They said I looked like a pedophile rapist coming in there. Yo, I didn't want to go nowhere else after that, man. I'm like, man, this is fucked up, yo.
Yeah, man. I you know, it look funny when I see people like Master P and sometimes Willie D them. Man, y'all don't grow. Y'all old niggas better put some damn facial hair. Quit trying to. You ain't looking young. You're looking crazy as fuck, really. Put some goddamn hair on your damn face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But yeah, you
gotta have
can't trust no
something
man
on
with
your
no damn
face
hair on
if
his
you can
face,
grow
man.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Quincy Jones been out there, man. He been doing this shit, man. But yeah, you're right. Tupac was, really almost he was engaged with Quincy's daughter. You know what I'm saying? And Quincy was like, hell, man, you gonna let me pump you in the ass? You gonna pump me in the ass to marry my daughter? Like, hell, you can have that bitch.
Dang.
I don't want that damn
Dang.
bad. I don't want that goddamn bad. But I'm gonna get to the next video, man. Shameless plugs, man.
Go ahead, Cosmic, plug your channel in.
Hey, y'all go over there, man. Get some of that higher light. Cosmon Cal, man. We bringing that new refreshing, that new drink of water from the creator. You dig what I'm talking about? That fresh water, not that Flint water. You dig what I'm talking about? We got that fresh water over here. You dig what I'm talking about? Sharing nothing but light, man. Y'all go to Cosmon Cal TV, KOSMONCAL TV. Sub, like, share, man. I think I'm on video number 97. It's about to be video number 100. And
Oh yeah,
you dig
we
what I'm
might have to
saying?
come jump on the platform on the 100th anniversary.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, and I think I was thinking about, I may do the lesson I was gonna do on my 99th one, and then just like throw a little viral party. You dig what I'm talking about for the 100th, and we just go around and chop it up for the 100. You know what I mean? Everybody come through.
Dig it, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, y'all go over there to Cosmon Cal TV.
We're on the Dwight Howard wave. Let's go.
Wow.
They're 14-6 without him. They've done very well without him. Meanwhile, when I was talking to him, Doc Rivers felt that Josh Smith dribbled it once.
Hey, rewind that. What they saying? Is there some audio to that?
Well, thank you, Heather. They're 14-6 without him. They've done very well without him. Meanwhile, when I was talking to him, Doc Rivers felt that Josh Smith dribbled it once and then dribbled a second.
Got him.
No, man, you don't play like that, man.
Got him.
Thank you, Heather. They're 14-6 without him. They've done very well without him. Meanwhile, when I was talking to him, Doc Rivers felt that Josh Smith dribbled it once.
Yo, the bigger question is why old boy didn't knock him the hell out for doing that.
Dog, you beat me to the damn question. You beat me to the question.
Cause he used to it.
Can't play like that.
Cause he used to it.
Play like that with somebody.
He
man.
know who to do that to.
You don't play like that with
Listen,
somebody.
a right hook with him bent over like that right now. He's laid out on the floor right now.
Right. But he used to getting played with.
Hey, Daryl, what was you saying, bro?
No, I'm just saying you don't play with somebody like that, man.
First of all, you can tell by his reaction. If a man tried to do that to you, you would have, like, whoa, what the fuck? Like he's not doing none of that.
Right.
Want to go somewhere?
I'm slapping somebody's hand. I'm gonna throw a punch. It's gonna be a punch though.
Dwight Howard accused of assaulting, forcing himself on a man. Doesn't deny the encounter, denies the nature of the encounter. So let's put it up for a mass. A man named Stephen Harper has accused Dwight Howard of assault, battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment, according to the narrative. This took place in 2021. Howard, per the lawsuit, allegedly performed sexual acts that Harper did not consent to. The former NBA star admitted communicating with Harper on Instagram before eventually meeting him. Harper provided text messages and Uber receipts to prove he did hook up with Howard at the player's residence. Harper reportedly visited Howard on July 19th, 2021, per Radar Online. According to the three-time Defensive Player of the Year, the sexual acts that happened that day were all consensual. They were all consensual. Stephen Harper, though, argued that was not the case. In his complaint, Harper wrote that Superman was also brought a man dressed as a woman who wanted to be called Kitty, Kitty. He did not want to join the sexual activity that Kitty and Dwight Howard were undertaking, but was allegedly forced by the former NBA star, to do so. Harper went to police a year later, according to a July 2022 incident report from the Gwinnett County Police Department, which was obtained by ESPN. No charges have yet been filed. Quote, this report was made following Mr. Harper being blocked on social media and after the first demand for payment was rejected, Bailey said. In Georgia, the statute of limitations for filing this type of civil suit is 2 years from the date of incident. So there are other claims in the past. Let's put it up. It is interesting to note in 2018, Massin LJ claimed he dated Howard before he found out that the former NBA player was sleeping with a transgender woman. Okay. He then claimed that Howard and his pastor threatened and harassed him online. The author and entrepreneur also alleged that Howard wanted him to sign a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, and accept hush money. And a lawsuit proceeded and who denied against Howard, who denied knowing him personally at that time. All right, so we shall see how this shapes out. Obviously, there's no issue with whatever sexual orientation a person may have, none at all. But obviously, these allegations are disturbing at face value. All right, we'll bring updates as they come. Indisputable is still the fastest growing news show in America. We tell the truth.
Now, let me give y'all a little background story. Let me give y'all a little background story of Dwight Howard. So y'all kind of seen what the man read off. Now, the story happens with the guy Harper. Like he said, he waited a year after the incident trying to squeeze some money out of Dwight. Dwight wasn't having it. But he said that he came to the Dwight Howard house, met him on Instagram, took an Uber there, went to the Dwight Howard house. Dwight took him to the bedroom. Him and Dwight started kissing, tongue kissing. Then Dwight said, hold on, I got a surprise for you. He opened one of the damn door, I don't know, the closet, the bathroom door, because remember they in the bedroom. So he got a super mansion, you know what I'm saying? So it's probably 1,000 closets just in one bedroom. He opened one. Behind lucky door number 1, he opened that motherfucker right there. And here go a transsexual named Kitty but he ain't a transsexual. It's a queer came out with a full beard with with a dress. That's a queer. You gotta know, so you gotta know what the letters mean. The Q means queer. So a Q came out, a queer came out, full beard, and started sucking the white off. And the Harper dude is watching. The Harper dude like some little light skinned punk dude, right? So Harper is, Harper sitting there in shock, supposedly, watching Dwight getting head from this queer with his damn big ass beard. Then next thing you know, Harper say Dwight grabs him, pins him down with one arm, like Superman for real, and start giving him fellatio. And he said he couldn't get Dwight off of him. So I don't know if Dwight finished. Pause. I don't know if Dwight finished or not. But dude said he got up and got the hell up out of there, man. Oh my God. I got to start with Cosmic Cal again. Cosmic Cal, man, what you got to think about that story right there?
Man, I gotta go.
I was thinking the same thing.
I gotta go, bro.
I was thinking the same thing, bro.
Man, this is hurting my soul, man. I just can't.
I can't do this, man.
I can't, man. I can't. My head hurting. You dig what I'm talking about? My leg, you know how your knee, your feet, your foot, just you got nervous energy. Yeah, this ain't cool. ain't nothing cool about this one, man. And but I'll just say this: you play stupid games, you're gonna win some stupid prizes. And guess what, Dwight? You got one coming too. You dig what I'm talking about? I think it is a scam. Personally, you ain't even in that situation if you don't want to be there. You know what I mean? You knew what it was when you came over there. You didn't want to talk about. That's the reason you hit him up in the first place. So, you know what I mean? Far be it for me. I don't want nobody to get pressured or nothing. But it's funny. You didn't try to press criminal charges. You know what I mean? If you was just so, you just so, it was just beyond you. You know what I mean? First thing you'd have did was call the police, and you wouldn't have waited a year, and you wouldn't have tried to call that nigga and get some money up out of it.
Exactly.
So, you know, it is what it is. We see these scams and these games and stuff, you know what I mean, being played all the time, man. But damn, Dwight.
Hey, if the allegations, I would have to say in this case is not an allegation, because through Dwight Howard's attorneys, everything that the person said that happened, Dwight through his attorney said it was all consensual. So he indirectly admitted to being, you know, having same-sex interaction with this man and with the other person by the name of Kitty. So he didn't deny it. I know he came out, I think he came out a little bit after that and tried to act like it wasn't what it was, but his attorney said that everything was consensual. They never said in their statement to the press that it didn't happen. It just said it was consensual because dude was pressing charges or filing a civil suit against him. So with that being said, on top of, once again, we seeing Dwight Howard, you know, grabbing the man in his crotch area with no retribution from the player. So there's no telling what type of horseplay is going on. I remember seeing Anthony Davis on the locker room floor, butt naked, getting hazed by his players, and he's looking in the camera saying he loved it. You know, so
hey, he was looking so zesty. He was looking so zesty. I know the video you're talking about.
Oh man.
And that was in college.
Yeah.
Right.
That was in college right there.
So I know your mama said, you know, what we talk about, what's going on. The whole purpose of this Zesty podcast episode today is to let you know that usually when you come across people that's of the other persuasion, that's on the other side of the fence, you know what I'm talking about. They come in with smooth talk and fair seeming game. Like the brother said, they don't come out right away and tell you what it is in most cases. They come in a disguise. And this is what you have to be aware of, because a lot of people, unbeknownst to us, is participating in these lifestyle choices. And it's like a platonic friend. It's like a dude with a girlfriend that ain't hitting. He just waiting his turn. They just waiting their turn in most cases for you to slip up so they could try their hand to see if they could get you to come over to that side of the fence that they plan on. So you have to be aware of the people that you're dealing with, and you have to be aware of your surroundings, because like that dude, even though he knew he was coming over there to deal with Dwight brought a third wheel to the option. He didn't know nothing about that. And you bringing a dude that looked like Joanna Man or somebody in there named Kitty to try to, you know, have some foreplay going on. So once again, you coming in with the Trojan horse, saying it's one thing, then you bring in a whole nother scenario into the equation. And this is what generally happens. This is what generally happens, at least in my experience and listening to people and hearing their experiences on that. A lot of people that get approached be by somebody they didn't suspect that was living that lifestyle. And
to add one thing on to that young man that was on the bench that the Dwight kept grabbing his damn dick. After he just did an interview, you know the camera's still on you. Dwight don't give a damn, man. They got so many footage of Dwight on the court leaving. I mean, him doing all kind of sexual gestures. Like he was walking off the court right after the game. He did this right here to a motherfucker out of the stand. I don't know if that's licking booty hole or licking cootie hole. I don't know which one. But that boy that was on the that was a rookie. So, you know, Dwight, as far as his Dwight was at Houston then, but he was hurt. He was at the Houston Rockets. You know what I'm saying? You had Trevor Ariza. So the boy was talking to Trevor Ariza, and it was a player sent in between the boy and Trevor Ariza, and then the Dwight comes on the damn interview.
And if you look at it, before the white sat down, another player smacked him in the back of the head.
Yeah, so he was a rookie. So
Yeah.
they rookie
Yeah.
hazing him. The white rookie
I'm
hazing him.
saying if you look at the video, the dude smacked him in the back of the head. Then Howard grabbed his Jones. Like,
Man, Darryl Kaufman, what you got to think about that?
Yeah,
Darryl Kaufman?
I'm about to sign off real quick, man. Really, I'm gonna be honest with you. This conversation is uncomfortable for me because it's rough enough. It's rough enough that it's difficult for me to even watch television. And by the way, your mom, that's my wife. She's the one who's watching. And she was just texting me, telling me, I know that this is uncomfortable for you because I don't even watch, TV shows that portray this kind of stuff. I never seen Joanna Man before, and I also never seen the movie White Chicks. It's a real uncomfortable area for me because I don't understand it, and I don't know that I do want to understand it. You dig what I'm talking about? I do have family members that do live that lifestyle. Ain't no love lost for them because that's what they do, but I don't what they do, anybody live their lifestyle, that's their business, long as they don't, come and try to impose that on me or infect me with it, some kind of way. In the past, I'm saying, yeah, I had friends that was like that, what I'm talking about. This is way before I knew just how serious of a psychological mentality that, was with that. You see what I'm talking about? And so, and it's like I say, it's difficult for me to watch, on TV. It's difficult for me to watch when it's when I'm talking about it. And so I gotta sign off because I thought this was gonna be more. I thought this was gonna be something else, like more exploring, what is this attack on, on black people with this. You did what I'm talking about. I ain't know we was gonna be talking about different situations and putting images in my head of this kind of stuff. It's just real weird. You see what I'm talking about? So I kind of gotta sign off, man. But much love and light to the panel, man. And we can get together and converse about something else, sometime soon, man. But much love and light to y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here.
Peace.
All right, Shalom. Have a good night, bro.
Shalom, you too.
Hey guys, my name's Kitty. Hey man, yeah man, this is man, this one a weird one.
Yeah, I'm not a professional on this topic either.
It's just weird, man.
Man, it's an attack. It's an attack on our people. So this is why we're doing this show. It's the state of black men in America and their zesty ways. This is what they pushing upon you on through the internet, social media, all through the social media, the TV. Hell, your kids going to school. They got transsexuals teaching your kids. Transsexual women.
It's definitely something that has to be dealt with. I mean, you have to deal with. I'm not dealt with, but you have to deal with in life.
No, you said it right. We gonna have to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
for real.
And you got to realize too, these topics is what's current right now as far as what this topic is about. With the Diddy situation, which we're gonna touch on. Dwight Howard just within the last couple of weeks. Will Smith, that was just within the last 7 to 10 days. And so when you couple that with the LGBT community, when you couple that with the homosexual agenda, I understand where Darryl Kaufman was coming as far as the imagery and stuff, but this is things that you can't get around. We laugh and giggle from time to time looking at this stuff, but at the same time, it's a serious topic. And we haven't really even got to the point of talking about what the solution is or how it's affecting the community, because we're just looking at these quote unquote mega stars that people worship and idolize and the things that they're doing. So if you're worshiping, idolizing these people and their lifestyle is like that, how much influence and sway do they have on the youth or on somebody who is weak-minded or easily seduced by somebody that they admire or look up to? It's a real thing. It's a real thing out here because we see just the social norms now. You understand what I'm saying? Let's take, for instance, when drill rap came in, they started talking about smoking hookah, right? How many people in other cities started talking about smoking packs? Everybody that you see when you get on social media during that period of time when drill rap in Chicago was popping, was talking about smoking packs, and they weren't even from Chicago. You understand what I'm saying? when gangster rap hit, how many people started talking about they was in gangs and there was no gangs in their city?
Exactly.
There was Crips and Bloods and this and that. So we know that these people have influence and sway on the minds. And then you have to look at who's behind it that's funding this stuff and putting it out there.
Exactly. Exactly. Just like Dwayne Wade, son, you know what I'm saying? Who you think is funding him and Gabrielle to put their son out there in the forefront of the LGBT community? Hell, they were going to gay parade.
That's not even Gabrielle Union's son, is it?
No.
Yeah, we know. You know, but the LGBT community was paying Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union to take that boy at 10 years old to gay parades. Now you know at gay parades, I ain't never been in them, but well, we see them on TV. Half naked or dead and butt naked, men and women out here doing a little sexual shit in the streets. Straight people can't even do that. They can't have a straight parade and we out here dead and fucking women out here in the middle of the goddamn street and doing all that. We can't do that.
That's the Puerto Rican parade.
So we just we're giving you images right now, you know what I'm saying? And the brother Darryl Kaufman still watching. We got to get the people images, and then we're gonna break this thing all the way down for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start getting to this other videos right now. Now we're gonna get into the Puff Daddy, man. Shameless plug. Remember, y'all hit that subscribe button over here to the Scoring Black Man podcast.
Everybody that's watching, you tuned in to the Scoring Black Man podcast. We're bringing you real issues with real solutions. We like for everybody to chime in. Don't be afraid to jump onto the panel anytime we come on because, you know, we're all a family and a community. So it's going to take all of us to come with a solution in order to better that community.
Hey, y'all, I got to start getting ready to go to the JO real quick. But before y'all get into this, I would say this to, you know, just to offer my my little 2 cents and to maybe offer up a solution. You know what I mean? I would say to the so-called black men, be men. You know, raise your son, be there for him, give him a proper role model to guide himself after, and also your daughter a proper gauge to what a man should be. You know what I mean? I think if anything is gonna change, it's gonna start in the home first. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to reach out and touch each one, but then it's gonna be, you know, we all got people who they call it the twin spirit. You know what I mean? Or the, you know, other LGBTQ class. You dig what I'm talking about? We you know, we know people like that's in our families, and we don't, you know what I mean? We ain't pointing no fingers. It's just not our lifestyle. But when you're looking at the prior lives of these individuals, at some point in time, there is 9.5 times out of 10 a point in that person's life where they were let down by an individual that they depended on, like a parent. You know what I mean? To show them a thing. Because what I've been finding out is that many of these young brothers and sisters who are in this lifestyle were played with and tampered with and broken as children, and you know, for whatever reason, you know, go on to, you know, maybe just most of the time just from confusion, go on into this life. I would say, first things first, the nation is built through the woman, but on the backs of the man. You know what I mean? And we got to you know, take care of our own. You know what I mean? Start in your home, and then you can go to your next door neighbors, and and sometimes it's not about saying nothing, it's about what you're doing, right? And the children just following an example. You know what I mean? with that, man, you dig what I'm talking about? I got to go ahead and get ready, man. Thank y'all, brothers, man, for allowing me to come on and just share my little two-piece, man. But yeah, it's definitely attack on our people. This is systematic. You know what I mean? That you can clearly tell that this isn't just some grassroots type thing, or you know what I mean? There's a true agenda behind this. So
hey, real
y'all
quick,
watch
bro,
out.
before you go, you gotta is there anything in the Owaspi that speaks against those type of lifestyle choices in particular?
Yeah,
you don't gotta get it, but do you know book chapter, offhand?
I want to say it's the Book of Discipline. And I'm paraphrasing, right? It says something basically to the effect that, you got the free will to choose to do whatever you want to do, right? And it's not that homosexuality is really sin, it's folly, because it is non-productive. It is a closed loop. You dig what I'm talking about? And just like you dig what I'm talking about, well, Owaspi, unlike many religions, teaches redemption, right? Not only in this world, but in the afterworld. So you got the free will to choose whatever you want to choose, but there is a price to pay for the choices that you make, because with freedom, with emancipation and free choice, you dig what I'm talking about, comes responsibility. So no, eating a burger is not sin, but yet the meat is poisonous to your body, so it is its own recompense. So just like you got to get past, if you a murderer and a killer, once you die and you balance out whatever you did, you dig what I'm talking about? You got to turn and repent and clean up everything that you messed up, and then go the other way. And that is the same thing for the atheist, for the LGBTQ, for the murderer. You dig what I'm talking about? You make yourself what you are. It's your fault. It ain't nobody else's fault. You can't blame it on nobody. You chose to do what you got to do. You chose to spill that milk. Now it's time to clean it up. That's the fairness, and justice being revealed in Owaspi. So no, you ain't gonna necessarily go to no hell. But guess what? Until you purge that low demonic vibratory energy, you can't rise to the highest levels. So you'll be here till you can purge it. So with that being said, yeah, man, that Owaspi break down a little bit on it, a lot of bit on it. And then it also goes on to say that Creator says, I made you a perpetual judge to not only, judge yourself and all the world beside you, but then I sent God to judge you, but I'm gonna let you judge God. And then I'm so cold with it. This is what the Creator say. I'm so cold with it, I'm gonna let you judge me to see if I'm right. That's when you know you cold. When you know you right, and you still gonna let them talk. Now go on ahead now. So what we end up coming to find out through reading Owaspi is that we, you, me, are our own saviors. Right? So, it's gonna be some good gay folks out here. They're gonna go to the higher heaven, heavens, but until they purge that earthly behavior, that see, our Creator is positive and negative. He up and down. He hence male and female. You see what I'm saying? He's the na and the om. You see what I'm saying? He's the positive and the receptive. So there's always a yin to every yang. It can't be no yang and yang. That is dead. Or if you put male positive energy or like electricity on top of more positive electricity, it shorts itself. If you put negative electronic or magnetic energy onto another negative magnetic energy, it shorts itself out. You must have the male and the female to complete the process. You dig what I'm talking about? Not that the process needs to be completed, but it doesn't need to be corrupted either. And
right.
These are the things, you know, these are the things I think. Huh?
I said 2 men can't have a baby and 2 women can't.
Sure can't. You dig? But that's in everything. But that's in everything.
Right.
And until you figure that out, until they figure that out for themselves, they'll be bound. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, you till you can come up out of it on your own, can't nobody make you do nothing. Right. You dig what I'm talking about? Jaja not trying to make you do nothing. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know,
appreciate you, Cosmic Cal, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I think with this topic, you dig what I'm talking about. We got to come also with a little bit of sensitivity. You dig what I'm talking about? That understanding that many of these young men been tampered with, they've been played with, messed over with by many times by loved ones right in their own families. You know what I mean? So we got to have a little temperance. That's the word I want to say. Instead of vitriol, and that's what I instantly get. You dig what I'm talking about? Me, I instantly have a vitriolic when I see it, like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, but we gotta be wise too. You dig what I'm talking about? We gotta be wise too. You know what I mean? Because I don't give a damn if you gay or whatever you choose to be. You dig what I'm talking about? My question is, are you good? That's what I'm worried about. You dig what I'm talking about? Or will you allow that same thing to happen to you to happen to another child? Because see, or would you do it? But see, my thing is, will you be? Because see, since you've been through it, you will know. You would even know the signs before another person would. Are you willing to be the watchdog for the babies? I ain't got no issue with that. Till then, you still suspect around our children. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's right. But
you suspect.
I ain't trying to cut you off, but I got to hurry up and get through these videos. I got to go to immigration and do my extension.
All right, I got to get ready anyway, man. Much love to y'all, man. Shalom to the family, man. Love, light, and balance, man. May Jehovah keep lightening y'all brother's path, man. Shalom.
จองเที่ยวบินประกันค้นหาดีลเที่ยวบินดีๆได้บนแอป
Sean Combs accused of rape and physical abuse by his ex Cassie. In court docs obtained by ET Thursday, the R&B singer accuses the media mogul of creating a pattern of control and abuse that she alleges began soon after they met in 2005.
I got to give a special thank you to the people that was really like there for me. Also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
Diddy vehemently denying the claims he calls offensive and outrageous. Among them, allegations Combs kicked and punched Cassie, who also claims he made her engage in sexual acts with male sex workers. Cassie, real name Cassandra Ventura, at one time was signed to Combs' record label. The two went public with their romance in 2012, followed by multiple red carpet appearances, including this much-talked entrance at the 2017 Met Gala.
You know, I want to take some risks, so I decided to take some risks tonight.
The couple calling it quits the next year. Now she tells ET in a statement, "After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story about the trauma I have experienced and that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life." Through his attorney, Combs accuses Cassie of blackmail, alleging she demanded $30 million or she would write a damaging book about their relationship. Diddy's lawyer says, despite withdrawing her initial threat, Cassie has now resorted to filing a lawsuit, aiming to tarnish Combs' reputation and seeking a payday.
Hey, Red Page.
Yes, sir.
So what you think about that situation with Diddy and Cassie, man? You know, that's been breaking the news for the last few days and everything, and they got more.
Yeah, the bodyguard that came out, the son, they talking about the son is his son, the first one. He's the one bodyguard that got killed by BME CL. It's just, hey man, you do things for so long, man, it comes out. And then before all that, you gotta think the one dude they got caught for killing Tupac said that he paid him to kill Pac.
Yeah, it was supposed to have been $1 million hit given the Keefy D.
Then they saying that
the money never made it though.
So they saying that he got the bodyguard because the bodyguard, the one that's his son, the bodyguard is the one that had the baby by him, but he adopted because he was messing with the girl and got him killed in Atlanta. It's just so much stuff coming out, bro. And when you get that much power, man, sometimes you forget that you're black and they gonna crash on you. You know, he been living that life and he thought he could do what these white folks can do, if I'm allowed to say that. But at the end of the day, you black, they gonna show you black. They just took Kanye money, put R. Kelly in jail. Man, I wouldn't even touch a chick if I was rich.
Exactly. Drake don't even Drake avoid hugging them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to white. You know what I'm saying? They need to take a page out of Drake book because he makes sure he avoid doing all that stuff to avoid this type of shit right here. You know, avoid that type of shit. You know, if our wives is getting, you know what I'm saying, the charges put against you. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing is now anybody can say anything, and if he right or he wrong, it don't matter because the avalanche has started.
Right.
Oh yeah. Right.
That's what they did to Bill Cosby. Once the first allegation.
Yeah, R. Kelly.
Yeah, you know, they're gonna start putting 5, 10, 15 people against them. Next thing you know, it's gonna be a trial within public opinion, and that's what's gonna get them hemmed up.
Right. Let me hit this next video.
No, I like that. Yeah, I love this drink. I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, when you put my bag.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No,
I like that.
You know, I'll be practicing. I got Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Will you put my bag?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, when you put my bag.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. When you
scrambling
scrambling and scraping for shit.
No. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over with that one.
Make a
that
wish.
one.
Just blow it out. It's your birthday every day.
Every day's a birthday on Drink Champs. God damn it, I'm in.
Where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying? Eyes, brother.
Oh,
Eyes. I understand. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Yo, okay. So check this out. It's me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga, I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. But you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, that sounded like the type of night I want to have in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So Tyrese kept on
This is
talking.
a fight. This is a Floyd fight, right?
Yeah. And Tyrese keep on talking about like how you got to get back for church. And we just like, yo, the night ain't start. You got to get back for church. We in motherfucking Vegas, nigga. But like, you can go to church next week. You know what I'm saying? Sending your thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but we in Vegas. Don't be bringing God into this situation. Don't bring God into this situation. You know what I'm saying? Gary Gray is like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Ray J. So Ray J is like just really like feeling like Ray J right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, walked in. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said let me pick it up.
Was talking
That's why I said I gotta pick it up from right there. This why I gotta pick it up from right there.
Look at this nigga. You're the nigga.
Go ahead.
No, bro.
Kill him.
Bro. I'm telling the story. Bro, we're intoxicated.
Listen.
Bro, we helping me build that beautiful, nice guy, Rastafari brand of yours, huh? I see you, man.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
Happy
birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday. It's fabulous. The only nigga that got the name that I want. It ain't gay. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
Let's take a shot for that, boy.
Hey, hold up on that one.
We want to thank you.
Hold up on that one. Let's get a little bit of context in this, right? Because I know we've been playing the videos and we've been showing because a few things the brothers have said before they left off kind of resonated with me. This isn't an attack on people that practice, alternative lifestyle choices. What this is a call to people that practicing those alternative lifestyle choices to, at some point you have to try to make a change in those alternative lifestyle choices. From the paradigm of what we believe in, the scriptures tell you that in Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 29, it says, "Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High have made man upright." So everybody is born on the straight and narrow. When you're a baby, an infant, a child, you have no knowledge of sexuality, no knowledge of wanting to have sex, who you're attracted to, and so forth. And it says, "But they have sought out many inventions," meaning at some point, us as people are going to seek out the things that we want to do. We're going to seek out what fleshly desires we want to succumb to. Now, we know that at some point, usually around puberty, is when your interest, if you're not subjected to any outside forces like X-rated movies, adults that's taking advantage of you, or warping your mind with certain type of talk, certain type of imagery, that when you hit puberty, these are one of the things that is going to start, your hormones going to start sparking, and then you're going to start wanting to hit something or get hit if you're a young lady, right? But this is where we as adults come in and try to curtail you on the right path, because it's the same thing as far as with kids when they start trying on the other gender's clothes. Like if you had a little son trying on mommy's clothes, you're going to correct them at a young age, so that way they know not to put on mommy's clothes, not to put on mommy's kicks, and vice versa, not to put on daddy's clothes or what belongs to daddy. So these are the things that we have to be really, really, really aware of and keep a watchful eye on, because we're going to seek out many adventures like the scriptures say. And we also know the scriptures tell you that the heart is always wicked, meaning wickedness is succumbing to your five senses. That's what it's known as in the flesh: sight, sound, taste, smell, touch. So anything that perks any one of those senses, we're usually going to dive nose into it, and it's going to, if we like it, it's going to always be on the menu. So we got to make sure that this ain't a demonization of those people because they are our brothers, they are our sisters. You know what I'm saying? Our uncles, aunties, cousins, whatever they be, we love them. But at the same time, these lifestyle choices, like he said, it's an empty barrel. Ain't no procreation gonna happen. If we had a whole society of people practicing these lifestyles, we wouldn't have a society.
Right. And let me get the book of Leviticus 18 chapter verse 22. It's very simple. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. It's an abomination. No matter how you cut it, don't be, two women should be scissor cutting each other, and two men shouldn't be goddamn sword fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? And if we see, like we said, we're not trying to demonize you, but we're trying to tell you, hey, black man, it's already an agenda to kill our race. It's already an agenda, you know what I'm saying, to destroy us. It's been that way. But if we go and we can't be strong, they already got our women kind of fucked up, but if we can't be strong, and for real, they got our women fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But if we can't be strong and we start going zesty ways, it's over with, man. It's over with. And you got to stop doing everything for $1. They offering these niggas millions and billions of dollars, but you got to sit here and go in doodle hole. Let somebody go in your doodle hole. You got to let somebody suck your wee-wee. You got to suck some wee-wees. You got to, come on, man. You got to go into these goddamn swanger parties and choo-choo trains right now. You got 1,000 different types of semen all on you, man. You's a grown-ass goddamn man. But let me get another book. The same book, Leviticus 20th chapter, verse 13. And it reads real quick. If a man also lie with mankind as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall be surely put to death, and their blood is upon them. That means you got a choice, kind of like Cosmic Chaos say. But most I say, yeah, it's gonna be put to death. Ain't no going to no higher goddamn heavens. Your ass gonna be put to death. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going no higher heavens. You know what I'm saying? That Bible say your ass gonna be put to death, and after that damn death, you're gonna receive another damn death in the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? Straight up,
right.
Real. But I'm gonna get to this next video, and we're gonna bam these videos out, and then so give y'all some more solutions.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it. You did.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher
fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen.
We're having a good time. Yo, Usher made it in the. Hey, yo.
Hey, Red Page.
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever see that one before?
Yeah.
What you think? You think
You heard he said we used to wake up and he's like, oh, pause. And then so Kevin Hart was about to say that, but he switched it up. But yeah, hey man, I lived in Atlanta. I went to school. I sure went to another school. Like he had albums, and it was a Zesty. I don't know Zesty. I don't know, man. I don't know what they do, man. It's built different. It's these women, like you said, the women raising all these Zesty kids nowadays, single parents, and it's just so far. The wheels turn so far that how how do you tilt it back? Our generation, we had a couple, but like our kids and stuff, it's doubled and tripled, and like it wasn't accepted like that back then when we was coming up. We call them all kind of derogatory names or whatever, or you be cool with them, but you accepted them, but like this is all new. Like the way, like the commercials, it'd be a black man with a white woman in a commercial, and the white woman sitting on the couch, and the black dude is vacuuming, selling the vacuum in the commercials. Like it's just so pushed on them, and they're so tuned into social media, their phones, that you can't even keep that out of your children's system.
Right. Because it's everywhere. Like
You can't keep it out of your system. Just like the one guy, he had to leave. He can't keep it. He does his best to keep it out of his system. It's crazy.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, you got to. You got to in a lot of cases, because once again, once one of those things attach onto you and you think you might like it, you might mess around and go all the way. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it's a call to our community to be knowledgeable on these things, especially with these damn demons that call themselves celebrities, because they be knowing what the hell they doing, man. They know what the agenda is, and they all in with it for the money, or because they wholeheartedly a part of certain lifestyles that is contrary to our community, and they know they have the influence. But it take people like ourselves to speak on it. Yeah, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna joke about it, hee ha ha, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, though, we're gonna come with some real shit for you, because we want you to know that, listen, quit doing that shit. We're doing it. And it ain't like we said, we ain't demonized. If that's what you want to do, that's your choice. But at the end of the day, for those who got ears to hear and eyes to see, this for y'all that want to, rise to a higher vibration or higher knowledge and a higher way of living.
God
Now we
said it
know
was an
more because
abomination.
documents have been filed in the Usher genital herpes lawsuit, and the male accuser, although he has not identified himself, has alleged the circumstances surrounding what he says is exposure to genital herpes by Usher. He says it happened at a Koreatown spa in Los Angeles, where the two had some kind of sexual contact and exposed him to the disease.
He doesn't have any detail about the actual act or what happened, but just to give the location, and says that Usher is refusing to take a herpes test.
Refusing to take a herpes test, but there is more in this document. Remember, we have a woman, Quantasia, who has come forward at a news conference with Lisa Bloom and talked about this at length, but there were two other people, the male and another female, who have not yet come forward. The male and the female, one of them has genital herpes. It is, now we know, it is the female, the unidentified female, and it got even worse for her, at least if you believe the allegations.
That's exactly right. The Jane Doe has given some details about her sexual contact. She says she had sex with Usher at least twice, and subsequent to having sex with him, she contracted herpes and gave vaginal birth to 2 stillborn twins.
And she's blaming the stillbirths on the herpes.
Well, she says specifically that she even says that there's medical literature that supports her contention that genital herpes causes a higher incidence of stillborns than not. And she's definitely trying to link the two. And, Derek, the way I see this, they are setting this up as a huge damage claim because of the stillborns, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this just got much more interesting, because if she had actual real damages from 2 stillborn, you have emotional pain, you have other pain and suffering. This is going to make the damage award go way up. So this could be serious.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room here, and that is that, about genital herpes. And obviously, one of the ways of putting a quick end to all of this is saying, look, I don't have it. Now, I'm not saying he has any obligation to do it, but I think that's what people are talking about right now, is that he could have ended it if he wanted to, but he hasn't done that. He hasn't said anything. And then according to this lawsuit, he won't stipulate one way or the other, and he won't take a test. So when you start connecting all these dots, it's feeling like you know, maybe there's some smoke here. Now that doesn't mean he had sexual contact with any of them,
Right. And also
but it
doesn't
takes
mean
it
that,
to the.
and also doesn't mean that he's the person who gave it to
Well,
him.
remember, two of them
Which is
say
his contention.
two of them say we didn't get it from him. We don't have it.
I have a
Two of
question.
them say they don't have it.
all. Right.
I have a question. So if it turns out that he does have it and they didn't get it from him, he's still in trouble for just exposing them to them without telling them, right? Like,
Well, if they can't prove it, it's one of those
they can't
things.
prove that they actually got it.
There's
from
psychic,
sexual contact with them.
there's psychic damage, but good luck and without any kind of physical damage of getting anything as a result of that. So, you know, they're going to have to prove some kind of damage.
So what I'm saying is
the male, I don't know what he's got.
Him disclosing whether or not he has it or not would only, I mean.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example then. I covered a story when I was a reporter at CBS in Los Angeles. I covered a story that I found out about where a doctor, a dentist, had AIDS and he was injecting himself, put the needles in a trash can rather than putting him, you know, safely in one of those boxes. Right. And somebody ended up going into the trash can for some reason and got stuck. So for 6 months, they didn't know whether they had HIV or not. And they sued the dentist. And the argument there is that if you can prove it's kind of, you know, extreme outrages or extreme conduct and you cause emotional distress to somebody, then you can get some damages for the emotional distress, but you really have to show an extreme level there. So that's the situation.
Hi, how you doing? This is Greg from New York, and I think Usher is innocent of proven guilty, but the fact that he refuses to take a herpes test to me says that there's some truth to the story. So I think where there's smoke, there's some fire there. That's my comments.
Well, that's what people are saying, obviously, and you know, again, his side has been very silent on that subject.
Man, crazy.
He has been surrounded by homosexual allegations for many years. When he was fired from Uptown Records, he started his own record label, Bad Boy Records, with the help of Clive Davis. Clive Davis, a Jewish music industry executive, was rumored to partake in gay rituals with artists and producers in the music business for them to progress further into the industry. Some have speculated that Diddy was involved in a strange homosexual relationship with Clive. Clive the rotten old lizard had even come out as bisexual after many years.
I opened myself up to the possibility that I could have a relationship with a man.
Over the years, we have seen the demise of Diddy's artists. G-Dep was serving time in prison for second-degree murder. Loon serving time for a drugs conspiracy charge. Shine, Black Rob, Notorious B.I.G., Mace. The list goes on and on. It is evident that there's been so much negativity brought into the lives of his artists. We can see the weird homosexual traits of Diddy being brought into the industry back in 1993 when he was directing the music video for Outkast's song Players Ball. Diddy asked Andre 3000 that he should appear shirtless in the video, to which he obliged. Back when the East Coast West Coast beef was going on, there was a rumored tape going around that showed Diddy dressed up in women's clothes. The DOC had mentioned in an interview with Hip Hop DX a few years ago that this videotape of Diddy in drag was going around, and some people wanted him to watch the tape. In 2009, the rapper Exhibit was being interviewed and began to tell a story where Diddy had taken him to a gay club.
Yeah, what happened? Nah, I mean, well, as a single man, you know what I'm saying? I have no shame in my game with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at the time. And we went to Florida. We got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. Went to the party.
Who is that?
Yeah, nah, it was actually a good party. You know what I'm saying? It was on South Beach, right?
Right.
So then we go to the house, and then he invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club afterwards. Right? I was like, okay, cool. So Superhead is with me. You know what I'm saying? Karen is with me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Superhead.
Yeah. So she takes me. Puffy calls me outside. He's like, hey man, that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, nigga, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know, he's like, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, and I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he's like, yeah, man, she videotape you with fingers in the booty.
That's a new
You know
movie.
what I'm saying? I was
The
like,
devil
what?
sucks
Like,
penis.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Rewind. I heard a penis and a finger in the ass story. What?
She said
So Puffy tells you that
she will videotape you with fingers in the booty. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
You
what
know
does
I'm
that
saying?
mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the fuck are you talking about? He
But you
said
don't wanna
you're a
ask him?
filmer. No, I did ask him. He's just like, whatever. He went off and did his thing. And I was
Was
like,
he
okay.
limping?
He walked away and the nail fell out his boot.
No, I'm gonna clear this shit up because I'm not gonna have my name. I ain't gonna have my name out there crazy like that.
Go ahead.
So then she say, I told him what he told me, and she was like, oh, she started laughing like a motherfucker. I'll tell you later. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, whatever. So then then I guess he's had some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying? So we get into the truck. He said, let's go to this club. So everybody following the car. The car is fucking silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. And then, the club is going. It's all jumping. And then I'm sitting there with old girl. So then he's dealing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there bobbing to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Then there's girls in the club too, and then she pointed another direction. It's another dude over there, like butt ass naked dancing. You know what I'm saying? We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. I didn't see nobody.
Gay.
Yeah, it was suspect. A lot of suspect.
The club was
You could chalk it up. You could chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever. I've been in a gang. I've been in a gang of clubs, man.
The club was called
and
Zesty.
I ain't never mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. So we took a cab home back to where I was.
In 2014, 50 Cent, who is a bitter rival of Diddy, had taken numerous shots at Diddy, Steve Stout, and others, and had hinted at some homosexual situation between them. A wannabe comedian called Fat Jew had said back in early 2015 that he accidentally walked into a room at a mansion party where P. Diddy and a group of other men were about to partake in some weird homosexual orgy.
This isn't alleged because it happened.
No. There's nothing alleged about this.
Okay.
It is a legend.
Clap. We are comedians. All right, go for it.
We're so lonely.
So I'm fucking goblins.
I went to a party on Star Island in Miami where P. Diddy has a private residence. I had no business being there. I was with a famed house producer who was DJing the party.
Sure.
And I will keep his name out of it.
Yep.
And I took a whole bunch of ecstasy because everyone there was taking ecstasy. It was basically me and like beautiful like ethnic models, like just beautiful women who I obviously had no interest in because
that's the big pimpin' video.
That's not my type.
Right. We're gonna stick to Peppa, please.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to Peppa and ghouls from Us Weekly.
Right.
So I'm like kind of stumbling around. It's like.
Man, oh man. Gene Deal, which was Puffy's bodyguard for a long time, one of his head bodyguards, man. I always like to watch him on Art of Dialogue and a couple other YouTube channels, man. But Gene Deal be going in, man. He say, man, one time Puffy, went to a sex store, and he's the bodyguard, so he always got to take Puffy to the sex store. And he said, man, Puffy go all around just grabbing all kind of shit.
Butt plug.
You know what I'm saying? Had a lot of money and stuff. And he say, you know what I'm saying? He said he seen him. He said, man, what the hell is this right here? He said, read on his butt plug. He said, Puffy snatched this shit and like, man, mind your business. And Puffy just grab a whole bunch of shit and just get a cashier a wad of money. Don't even get the change. Don't even count the money. Just give him a wad of money and just go on about his business. Now, later on that night, they was somewhere in North Carolina, get ready to do a show, and it said Ja Rule came to the hotel, and Puffy and Ja Rule went into a Puffy suite with 2 women. And Gene said that, Ja Rule cousin was there. He wanted to talk to Ja. So he came to the door. He said, hey, man, I need to talk to Ja. He said, nah, man, for Ja busy right now. He said, nah, I need to talk to him right now. So he said, nah, man, he busy right now. He said, look at, man, I'm coming in that door to talk to my cousin. He said, man, you ain't coming in this door. So he said, dude tried to force his way in there. Gene said, he snatch him up and throw him against the piano or something, slam him against the piano. He said, Puffy and goddamn Ja Rule ran out the damn room with towels wrapped around him. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying, man? Shit, what's going on? He said, hey, man, your cousin, man, he trying to force his way up in here. You know what I'm saying? And Gene said, man, I don't know what they were doing with the butt plugs. I don't know if the women, they put the butt plugs in the women put the butt plugs in them. I don't know what the hell going on. But Gene always tell the little zesty shit about, Puffy and what was going on, and expose how Puffy, used to beat his wife, Kim Porter, R.I.P. to her and stuff, and how she knew how he would have all these swinger parties and all this gay stuff would be going on at these parties. And all these women know, especially Kim Porter, she's seen and know all this little homosexual stuff. And that's why they got a little thing like he allegedly might be behind her death and stuff and so and so. But though she knew a lot about his homosexuality. That was his wife, I think his first baby mama and all that right there. And Gene Deal, he always exposes this stuff with Puffy. Just like everybody, y'all see 50 always troll him every day, going at him constantly. But this is nothing new. Suge Knight came out, said, yeah, man, I know all about Puffy, man. This ain't nothing new, you know what I mean? So, what you got to say about those couple of videos that we played, though, Daniel Hooter? You on mute, Daniel Hooter?
Yeah, my bad. It's pretty much along the lines of what we was talking about all night. It's definitely an agenda in place. I mean, Stevie Wonder could see this. You know what I'm saying? As far as everything that's being done to the youth and even to the adults within the community. I mean, and I ain't even just talking about our community. I'm talking about to the community as a whole, because we all see the same thing. We all have TVs for the most part in our houses. We all listen to music for the most part, and a lot of these sexual suggestive things and sexually suggestive images are being displayed to us each and every day. We live in a hypersexual society. And with that being said, you now have the next phase of our hypersexuality by instituting what they call the gay agenda. I don't know if I necessarily accept all the definitions or terms that come with that, but we do know that they're putting it in front of us because the whole thing is about acceptance, right? We've never, as a heterosexual, made it a point for you to accept us as heterosexual because it was just the norm. I mean, it was nothing that we would put in your face like, oh, I'm a heterosexual, you got to do this. We're having heterosexual parades and things of that nature. I think what became the problem for quote unquote the LGBTQ community is that they tried to force feed us with their lifestyle choice when it was not necessary. You understand what I'm
Right. Brother Daniel Hooter don't froze up. You don't froze up, Brother Daniel Hooter. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? They try to force that on our people all the damn time. And they act like, they don't
said earlier, we gotta be parents in the house. Oh, was I in the Matrix?
Oh, you had froze up about a good 20 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, listen, we just got to be good parents and good keepers, good custodians of our households. You know what I'm saying? So that way we can try to safeguard ourselves, our young ones, and our loved ones as best as possible. If I could, real quick, I'm going to get this one scripture because I think, a lot of people that might watch this might wonder why, what's the purpose of playing the videos, talk about the celebrities, how they living and what they doing and all that. And so I'm going to go to the book of Acts chapter 13. I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, then Saul, who also is called Paul, filled with the Holy Ghost, set his eyes on him. Verse 10, and said, O full of all subtlety and all mischief. So right there he's saying, all subtlety meaning crafty. You're being crafty, sneaky, right? And mischief. We know mischief is a bad thing. So you being sneaky with something that's bad, that's considered bad. Thou child of the devil. So when you look at the devil, that means adversary. So these things are adverse to what we know as the natural order of things. Thou enemy of all righteousness, wilt thou not cease to pervert the right ways of the Most High? So this scripture, I think, speaks volumes on what we show tonight. That in all subtlety and mischief and craftiness and you know, throwing a rock and hiding your hand, they're doing everything possible to pervert the commandments of the Most High Yah, everything that's considered natural. You understand what I'm saying? And yes, anybody can make their own choices. We was given a choice. When you read in Deuteronomy chapter 11, it tells you to this day choose life or death, right or wrong. So you have a choice. We're not taking your choice. I don't have the power to take your choice from you, but I do have the power to try to educate and uplift my people and my community and anybody else that's listening. So I think that when we look at these celebrities, when we look at these athletes, when we look at our education system and so forth, there's a hidden hand behind there that's pushing an agenda for people to change their way of thinking and the way how they live in to accept certain things that they normally was not accepting. What's your thoughts, Red Page?
I don't know if I can say it. I don't want to.
You can say
no,
it.
man, you can say it, man. You know what I'm saying? This, you know what I'm saying? We get down over here. You can say what you want to say.
It's all gay to me. And you know what I mean, it's just terrible, man. There's nothing we can do. I mean, the undercover brothers, you got all. It's a secret society that they don't want it to be a secret, and they want us to accept it. I guess I don't know, but as us as heterosexual men, it's not even a topic that we feel comfortable talking about because it shouldn't be what somebody does in the bedroom shouldn't matter as far as like the person, but they push it so much that it matters. Like they want grown men to go in the bathroom with your 9-year-old daughter and you accept it and be like, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like they got it right now that there's definitely never going to be an end to it. It's like it's going to they're going to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it until we're gone and everybody accepts it.
Right.
That's the agenda. You know, because once you take something away from a generation and after the next generation, it's lost. There used to be 2 generations, but lessons is being lost from one generation now. Like, you know, stuff that we know from our grandmother age people got down past us, but our grandmother age ain't getting passed down to their, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. And we're more separated as people. Like the cars, distance. It's just they can pick up this. They can ask YouTube anything, bro. And they'll ask them, YouTube. I bet you ask YouTube how to be gay. There's a video.
Yeah, I agree. It probably is a whole bunch too.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's like I said, it's the snowball effect. It's like I've been seeing that. I've been watching TV since the 80s, 90s, and it's just been getting like the P Valley. Like I'm not watching that. I ain't watched it, but you know, everybody talk about these stories. I don't even want to see nothing like that. Like, you know, like it's not. I'm not like when I'll watch a movie, the movie be good, and then they'll just throw that cringing gay moment in the movie. I'll cut it off.
Yeah, me too. I fast forward to it. I mean, I just fast forward that shit every time. I don't want to see too many.
So women are the consumers of that because women will watch it. They love watching. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So nothing is directed towards us except for stuff like this. You know what I mean? We don't have movies directed towards us. It's for the women because they know once they get the women, they can get to the children, and they got the man up out the way. So they ain't really too much worried about this. You know, they waiting for us to pass, bro. That's what I think.
Right. Shit like Oz, I couldn't watch Oz. When people watching Oz, man, I remember
I
one
watch
time.
Oz though. I ain't gonna lie.
As soon as I turned it on one time, man, they showed a man giving a man fellatio, and he come up 5 seconds. He come up with fake jizz all on the face. I said, oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Watch Oz though, but I wasn't thinking it was even Oz. It's not like Oz was like 10, 15 years ago, though, right?
Right, a long time, yeah.
Yeah, so like that was like a kick in the break in the door to see how far they can go. Oz has nothing on these shows nowadays, even though they had them scenes, but there was very times where I had to not look at Oz, but yeah, I understand. It's way worse, man. Like, and then they got these little 4-year-old girls. The teachers is teaching these kids sexy red songs in school, 4th graders. Like,
and they teach them, and they got books teaching them, it's all right for the man to be with the man, all right for the woman to be with the woman. They teach it like you're promoting homosexuality to the kids, and these kids are young, and they got impressionable minds, and so
Pride
a
Day.
kid want to be a top patrol
Pride
one
Day
day,
is in Pride Day is in Black History Month. Like, or Pride Month, or what is it? Pride Day or Pride Month? Is after or something like that.
I don't know.
No, it's a whole month. They got a whole month.
Yeah, they got a whole month, bro. It took us probably 300 years to get a month. They got a month in 10 years.
You know what it is? People don't realize that this is they're hitting us from every angle. So you got the celebrities, you got the education, you got just at the workplace, you got them, pushing it on us like it's a multifaceted thing that's happening. It ain't just like one avenue. And it ain't just
he froze
up again. He went out again. He froze up again.
Hey, I went to a store. This last day, I went to a store and I went to the boys section and it was all rainbow clothes, bro. Like literally rainbow clothes. Everything. They had zebras, rainbows. And I'm like, this the boys section? This is clothes they want to put on like kids under 6, 7. Like
being targeted. That's why they got all these white women, adopting these black baby boys and dressing them up as girls from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? They forcing them to be homosexuals. Forcing them.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Forcing them. You know what I'm saying? Madonna, the woman from Hancock that was Will Smith's wife in that movie. They got
Anna Jolie.
Real kids. They making them damn little sex slaves and making them little homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? Little punks, little queers. And these boys never have a chance because as a baby, infants,
it's
1, 2, 3 years old, they dress them up as girls that they never had.
Yeah.
They never dressed up as a boy. Never. You know what I'm saying? So they're targeting our kids, and we need to protect these kids. And when we've got to do it, the black woman got to get the black man back in the household. And if the black woman don't want to do that, I advise the black man to get a passport and get the hell up out of there and raise you some family and some kids somewhere else, because you don't want your kids to be targeted. And if the kids are not being protected by the parents, it's never going to fucking make it, man. Never going. Final thoughts, man, brother Don Yehuda. Final thoughts.
Yep. Hey, good show. Always sometimes it's a tough topic to talk about because you're gonna ruffle some feathers. Some people are not gonna agree with you, and that's cool. That don't mean that I hate you and hopefully you don't hate me. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna agree on everything. It's actually normal for us not to agree on everything because that's the ebb and flow of things. It's got to be a balance. But with that being said, I would say for those that are listening and agree with the information that's coming out, just, be mindful of the environments that you and your loved ones are in, of what they're watching, what they're listening to, because like we read in Acts 13 and 9 and 10, that all of these things are done in subtlety, meaning it's a crafty way they're doing it. They have 1 minute, you have, macho, masculine men that's on the TV rapping, talking, playing basketball or sports, and then the next minute they're wearing dresses and doing things that's pushing the limit. So that's crafty counsel. That's their way of hook, line, and sinker somebody in. They're not going to get everybody, but somebody is going to be influenced by it, going to get sucked in by it. So just be aware of these things. Promote hate. We promote love. We love all our brothers and sisters and all of these lifestyle choices, because we know that we are the people that's locked up under these curses, and we're just trying to make a way or shine a light in this time of darkness to get up out of this life that we live in, so that way we can get back to our greatness. So with that, I'll say shalom to everybody. I thank everybody that came onto the panel. Red Page, Cosmic Cow, Daryl Cosman, likewise to the host, Hilltop, always a pleasure. And most high willing, we'll see y'all again soon.
Right. I'd like to give a shout out to the brother DJ Red Page, man. It's always good having you on, brother. I'd like to give a shout out to Professor Lovely Lady. You know what I'm saying? She holds it down. Really, 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 really good woman. She's going to make a good queen for somebody someday. Don't ever give up, sister. It's some good men out there, but it's kind of, you're in Babylon. It's shooking up there. Give a shout out to Queen Naphtali. Shout out to Goldie, Mr. Goldie, you know what I'm saying? Goldie Tours down there in Columbia, man. You know what I'm saying? You're a real one, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want some tours down in Cartagena, Columbia? Get with Mr. Goldie. Go to Tours on YouTube. Check out his videos. Shout out to Daryl Cosman, Cosmic Cal. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who tuned in, you know what I'm saying? You didn't comment in the comment section. Everybody that tuned in, man, we give a shout out to all of y'all. Yeah, this is a serious issue. We need to be addressed. But all we can address, we got to stop the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop letting our kids, and we got to stop this getting into this social media thing. When you see all this zesty behavior, turn away. You know what I'm saying? We got to teach our kids and teach each other that this zesty behavior isn't good. It's not going to do anything for our people, but will destroy our people even more, as it already has. You know what I'm saying? It takes two to tango, a man and a woman, not a man and a man, not a woman and a woman. Hopefully these brothers, you know what I'm saying, get their life right, because they use these celebrities to influence all of us. You know what I'm saying? And they know that, for some reason, the Negro, especially the one in America, loves to worship idols. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be the damnation of the damn Negro, idol worshiping. Read your Bible. You'll find out all about that right there. But I'm going to end off this show with the scripture that I always end it off, and it's perfect for this show. It's perfect for every show, but especially for this. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13 and 14. What can we do about this? How can we stop this zesty behavior? How can we stop this madness? Shout out to the boy Buck, man. Another real one, Waycross, Georgia in the building. That's what it is. But how can we stop this zesty behavior? How can we stop, get our people back right in the right state of mind? You know what I'm saying? Ecclesiastes 12, chapter, verse 13 and 14. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. This is why we die here, to fear the Most High and keep his laws and commandments. Verse 14, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing. You can't hide that zestiness, Negro. You know what I'm saying? You try to hide that zestiness. Most High say he shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. We know that the zestiness is evil. Evilness. Until next time, peace, love, and hair grease. We're going to have a good show for y'all next time. We don't know what it is, man, but we know we keep these good titles and these good topics coming on, because, like I say, this is the Scoring Black Man podcast. So if you don't know what the Scoring Black Man podcast is all about, it's about addressing serious issues within the Black and urban communities from a street and biblical perspective. Until next time, peace, love to y'all. We love y'all. Let's get right and keep it right. Shalom.